Hey everyone, here's another example from section 3.1. It's another solving application problem. It says suppose the revenue R in thousands of dollars, so one key here is in thousands of dollars, that a company receives from producing X thousand compact disc players is given by the formula R of X equals X parentheses 40 minus 2X. So keep in mind that R is the revenue in thousands for the company. Remember, revenue is how much they're getting in. And then X is 1,000 and thousands for compact disc players. So in this formula, X is representing the number of CDs, and R is going to represent the number of, or the revenue in thousands. First part, part A, it says to evaluate R of 3. So R of 3 is going to equal, if I write this formula down, that would be 3, 40 minus 2 times 3, which is equal to 3 40 minus 6, which is equal to 3 times 34, which is equal to, let's see, 102. So 102, and it says interpret the results. So what's 102 mean? So I would write 3, remember, is compact disc, so for 3,000 CDs, the company receives, that should be the other way around, receives 100, remember in thousands, $102,000 in revenue. Okay, so that's part A. Part B. How many CD players should the company produce to maximize its revenue? Remember, maximize, that's just going to be the vertex of a downward facing parabola. So if I want to maximize this, let's take a look. If I take this equation, R of X equals X 40 minus 2X, and I distribute here, that will give 40X minus 2x squared. So if I rewrite that, that would give negative 2x squared plus 40x. So then I have this in standard form. Remember, to find the maximum, I'm going to basically find the vertex. And the vertex is for the X part, which in this case, the X part would deal with CD players. That'd be negative B over, or sorry, CDs negative B over 2A, comma, the function of negative B over 2A. So I'll start with negative B over 2A. Well, negative B is going to be 40, so negative 40 over 2 times negative 2, which is negative 40 over negative 4, which is 10. So when they ask us in part B how many CD players to maximize, so if we go back and we look at how many CD players to maximize, we know that that's 10. So that's 10 CD players. So 10 CD players to maximize. What do they want us to find for the next? What is the maximum revenue? Well, that's just taking the CD players and plugging it in. So for the other part of the vertex. So I'm going to kind of write the vertex out here. That's 10 comma something. And then I'm going to say, let's evaluate this for R of 10. Well, that's going to give us negative 2 times 10 squared plus 40 times 10. So that's going to be, let's see, negative 2 times 100 plus 400, which is going to equal 200. So 200, but remember this is in thousands, so this 10 for the CD players was actually 10,000 CD players would maximize the revenue, and then this would be 200,000 and total maximum revenue. So remember, when you plug this in, you'll want to plug this in as 10,000 into the computer, and you'll want to plug this in as 200,000 into the computer.